Here, finally getting some pads on the guys, especially for the defensive side. It's hard to see a lot of besides just walkthroughs after the first 2 days. But tell me, getting into day 4 now and getting ready for full contact, what have you seen out of your guys, and what are you getting ready for tomorrow?
I think it's been pretty good carryover from the spring. They kind of recall kind of what we did in the spring, and I think it was really good to carry over. They're executing, moving kind of fast, not having to do a lot of corrections, etc. So I'm pleased with the retention that they've had for the spring.
You return a lot of starters from last year, some new guys moving into a few positions, but more importantly, a lot of familiar faces on that defensive unit. For that, something you want to see a lot of improvement to is this year coming down closer to 18 points a game. How much does that play into effect of being able to make that happen?
Well, I mean, you hope you grow, mature, and you take a step. I mean, we took a step last year, but we certainly weren't perfect, and so we got to get to a point where we can give our team an opportunity to win every game. If the defense plays well, no matter what happens in between, you'll have a chance to win the game. I've been around those kind of defenses, and so I'm hoping that that's who we become, that we are consistent, we can play every Saturday, you can count on us. And today it's hard and you're sledding uphill, the defense is playing well and keeping people out of the end zone, therefore you're in the game. And that's what has to happen for us to achieve what we all want to achieve.
You moved DJ Hunter back into a linebacker position. He played it 2 years ago, went back to the secondary and back into linebacker. Tell me a little bit about him at that position. How much did the work there 2 years ago really help him as progress so far this year?
Yeah, well, I think it helped him because it's similar to what he did 2 years ago. And we felt like getting him closer to the line of scrimmage would help him. We still think he's a very talented player and best football we hope really had for him. So we kind of organize ourselves in such a way to get him out there and take advantage of his skill set, which is linebacker / kind of a safety, and so he's kind of playing that role, and hopefully we'll get done what we're hoping he gets done.
You got a guy in the middle, they call him the Freak, and boy, he's really slimmed down but toned up at the same time, Jermaine Holmes. What does he bring to this linebacker core that Doc wanted to address 2 years ago and did that in a big way last season?
Yeah, well, he's been around, he's played a lot of football. He really is in better physical condition than he's been in for because of just the weight he's lost. So it's a good linebacker crew. There's a good group of guys in there, but he's played a lot of football, so he should be a seasoned guy. And we're hoping, like all the seniors, that he has his best year of football. If he has his best year of football, along with the other seniors, we'll be fine.
Very talented group of guys back there in that secondary with A.J. Leggett, Taj Letman, Swag D, just to name a few. What does those guys take care of in the back end that lets the guys up front really load the box and go after the football?
Yeah, well, I mean, we try to play tight coverage, which is great when it works, and that's so great when they throw the ball at the top of your head. So, but we have the ability, I think, to do that, and so it coordinates with the pass rush, it coordinates with how heavy you are in the run box when you can play tighter coverage. So it gives us a great advantage if we can get that done.
Your safety group, it's a lot of young guys, but you have young guys who have proven that they can play, guys like Tyquan. And plus you have guys like Dews and Gant who come in highly touted and have a lot of promise. Is that a unique thing to have at a Conference USA level, a level of young safeties that you have in that group?
Well, I mean, we came into last fall not really sure who our safeties were. Right? When AJ emerged and Taj played fine, and so did Tyquan. So it was really, in effect, 3 new players a year ago who didn't play football. So that was a significant impact for us. They're all back. And for Dews, we actually moved up to linebacker.
Okay, so he's a linebacker.
But hoping that Gant can provide some depth for us. He scored most of yesterday. So Gant becomes.
And with Kendall, I mean, big rangy guy. I mean, what are some of the things that he's kind of able to do very early to kind of show that he can maybe make a rotation?
Well, he's a fairly intelligent kid. I mean, he has a little bit of football sense about him. He doesn't know how to play hard and tempo and all those types of things, but he's a rangy guy. And so he's done a couple of things out here that were very good. So we'll keep him coming. We need him to develop. He needs to become in that mix of safeties. He needs to be a part of that.
And then you have Dews. I mean, he started out as a safety, and even Doc was saying, he's like, well, I've seen this film, like, it's coming off the edge. I mean, you can put him in a linebacker, and there you say, here he is at linebacker. What does it say about his versatility to be able to do that so quickly?
Well, he's a very skillful kid. So he's trying to coordinate, but not really skillful enough to be a safety, so you move him towards the line of scrimmage. And you end up getting skill at certain positions because you've moved them towards the last range. Safeties to linebackers to defensive ends, defensive tackles. Because you want to have guys that can run. So he has a skill set. We're just wait to see what happens to his body. He's probably under 200 pounds. But his body, as his body develops, we'll find out whether he's a linebacker. We need to keep moving closer to him.
Speaking of linebackers, Evan was able to have a full healthy season last year, and we saw the result. How do you feel he will kind of build upon that for us in the future?
Well, he had a very good year of football. He's kind of an understated player. He's a tremendous player for us last year. So he's got nursing a couple of things right now, so it's impacting his practice reps and so forth. So hard to get better than that practice. But he was a tremendous player for us this year. So last year, he's got to figure that he's going to figure out.
Do you think he's kind of even growing as more of a leader, just saying rather than just kind of doing?
Yeah, he's kind of a quiet guy. I think if he said something, guys would respond. But he's kind of a doer. He kind of does things. You can throw the film on and see a guy make a play, and it's impressive. So players respect him, and so if he says something, I'm sure they would respect that.
I was just talking to Keith.